Hi, IMDb. It's Sarah Shahi. Oh, hi there, doggy. I am from Sex Life and from Black Adam, and I am here to answer all of your fan questions. Okay, am I Team Brad or Team Cooper? I'm Team Billy.
I'm still here.
I think it would be super awesome to be able to see Billy define herself without being in a relationship with anybody, just herself.
It would be incredible.
My best memory from set was a scene where I didn't have anything to say. I had a lot of dialogue in the show, and there was a scene where I was basically a glorified extra in the background of a wedding party, and I just got to eat cake. So that was a highlight for sure. Can you really have it all, the 85% and the 15%? You know what? I'm gonna say yes. I think you can.
I can't be with you unless you do.
Me personally, I'm a person who wants it all, and if that's what you want, you should go get it. How was working with The Rock? The Rock was incredible. We had some great times on set. He's super funny, he's very professional, he's incredible in this role.
What can I say except you're welcome?
En بله من میتونم فارسی حرف بزنم ولی یه لهجه امریکایی خیلی heavy هست. I actually tanked the audition for Sex Life. I did not do well. I was convinced I didn't have the job, but then I got a phone call saying that they really loved my energy, my spirit, and I definitely inhabited something that the character had. So then I went back and I put myself on tape like 5 more times. I definitely fought for the role, but actors, please do not get discouraged if something doesn't happen, it doesn't go your way. If you want to fight for it and you have the opportunity, go out there, fight for it, prove to everybody, prove to yourself that you can do it.
This changes nothing.
Was I nervous doing the sex scenes? Yes, I was very nervous doing those sex scenes. You know, it's one thing to be naked on camera, then it's another thing to simulate sex on camera, so it was very nerve-wracking, but you know, we had an intimacy coordinator and we would always rehearse beforehand, so there were no surprises on the day. The actors, we all wore privacy patches, so there were no accidental rubbing of bits.
What just happened?
Sex party, yeah, the sex party was interesting to shoot. My biggest takeaway from it is it was smelly. There were a lot of naked bodies. Yeah, I was very vulnerable, but you know, Mike is great to work with. I didn't have to get naked, so that was better. You know, it took a few days to shoot it because it was such a big scene, so wild.
I don't think I can do this.
Yes, I would love to return to the L Word. I was even begging them to put me on at one point. I love Shane and Carmen, and I would love to be able to see them reunite in some way, but I've tried and they're not interested. So if you know anybody.
There are a lot of little things you don't know about me.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so the secret to maintaining a good sex life. To me, what's sexy is confidence. Confidence and happiness to me is like supremely sexy, and honesty. So I feel like, you know, for me, that's a way to get turned on. That's a way to turn someone on, is when you feel great about yourself. I feel like that's spicy. I don't know, that's where the good stuff is. And also as partners, sometimes we can get so bogged down with general life, and it's like, don't forget to date one another. You know, don't forget to, you know, do a shot at 9 o'clock in the morning, because why the f not? And just remember, man, it's like, you got one life, you gotta live your life. So be honest with each other, choose love and laughter, and just be confident in who you are.
I appreciate your concern.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for your questions. And Sex Life is streaming right now on Netflix. And don't forget to check out Black Adam next July.